You know that feeling when you're packing for a big trip? Excited, but also kind of nervous? You're checking off every detail, making sure your passport is ready, your clothes are packed, and everything is set for your dream adventure. But then a tiny voice inside your head asks, what if something goes wrong? It's a thought that usually gets pushed aside because, well, who wants to think about that stuff when you're about to experience something amazing? But here's the thing. After a few mishaps and close calls on my own travels, I've learned one simple truth. Travel insurance isn't just a safety net. It's a lifesaver. I remember my first long-term trip. I was heading to Europe for 3 months, backpacking and just going wherever the wind took me. It was my dream trip. I was ready for everything except the stuff you can't plan for. On the 3rd day of my trip, I was in Barcelona, taking in the sights, getting lost in the streets, trying to soak up every second. And then, my phone was stolen. I had everything on that phone, my flight tickets, hotel reservations, maps, photos from the past few days. My entire trip felt like it was collapsing in an instant. I was devastated. But here's the kicker. I had purchased travel insurance. At the time, I didn't fully understand why I was doing it. It felt like one of those things everyone said you should do, like brushing your teeth or getting your flu shot. But in that moment, when I called up my insurance provider, I felt a huge wave of relief. The company was there for me. They helped me get a replacement phone, and they even reimbursed me for the loss. If I didn't have that insurance, I would have been scrambling to get things together, possibly stranded in a foreign country with no way to communicate or access my travel plans. That experience stuck with me. And ever since, I always get travel insurance for long-term trips. It's not just about the big things like losing your phone or getting sick overseas. It's the little stuff too, missed flights, delayed luggage, canceled bookings. I've had all of it happen at some point, and each time, I was so grateful I had that backup plan in place. Because when you're away from home for weeks or months at a time, the last thing you want is to feel alone when things go sideways. But let's be real, travel insurance is one of those things that most people don't think about, and when they do, it feels like an extra cost. It's easy to assume nothing will go wrong, right? But let me tell you this. If I could go back in time, I would have bought even more coverage for that trip. Because the truth is, stuff happens. And if you're planning a long-term trip, whether it's a gap year, a long vacation, or just an extended getaway, not having insurance is like playing Russian roulette with your peace of mind. Here's the thing I've learned. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being smart. I'd rather be covered for the unexpected than risk being stuck with a disaster and no way out. So, here's my recommendation for you. Next time you're booking a long-term trip, don't skip over the travel insurance option. Trust me, it's worth it. It's one of those things that might feel like an unnecessary expense until you're in a situation where you really need it. And if you're wondering where to even start with this, I've got a great travel insurance hack that's saved me more than once. Aura's.insure. It's the one I trust for long-term trips. They offer great coverage at a price that won't break the bank. It's not an ad, I'm just sharing what's worked for me. When I think about how much peace of mind I've gotten from knowing I'm covered, it's hands down the best investment I've made. It's a small cost for something that could potentially save your trip or your whole travel experience. So, do yourself a favor. Think about the what ifs and take that extra step. Trust me, when you're out there exploring the world, the last thing you want to be worried about is whether or not you're protected.